Welcome back to the Pokémon HeartGold walkthrough. In the last part we received our starter Pokémon from Professor Elm, and we made it to Mr. Pokemon's house where we received the Pokédex from Professor Oak. In this part we will head back to Newbark Town after receiving an urgent call from Professor Elm. Just before you exit the east side of Cherry Grove City, you will encounter the red-haired boy who is spying through the window of Professor Elm's lab. He will challenge you to a battle. He has stolen a Pokémon from the lab, and it will be the Pokémon which has a type advantage to the one you chose. In my case, he will be using Totodile. Even though his Pokémon has a type advantage over your own Pokémon, you don't have to worry about being hit with a super effective move in this battle. I would suggest to keep attacking his Pokémon each turn. If you need to, use a potion. It would help if you have already fought some wild Pokémon and leveled your Pokémon up one level or two. The red-haired boy will run away when you defeat him. You will meet him again several times throughout the game, and he will be your rival. When you return to Professor Elm's lab, you will be asked by a policeman to name the boy you just fought. The official name for the rival character in this game is Silver, and that is the name that I will be using. The Pokémon Gym Challenge that Professor Elm is talking about is a challenge where you must conquer 8 gyms scattered all over Johto and earn their gym badges. Once you have all 8 gym badges, you can challenge the Elite Four and the Champion. The first gym is in Violet City. We will begin our journey towards Violet City shortly, but first we will stop by our house. Your mom will offer to save a bit of your prize money that you get every time you defeat a trainer. I recommend that you say yes to this. She will use some of the money she saves to buy you various items. In the beginning, she will buy you simple items such as super potions. Later on, as you build up your savings, she will buy you the very rare damage-reducing berries. These could be very useful in a tough battle. When you get back out onto Route 29, Lyra will show you how to catch a Pokémon. When the demonstration is over, she will give you 5 Pokeballs. The Pokemon you can find will sometimes vary throughout the day. Pidgey is a dual-type normal flying Pokemon. Pidgey is a good flying type to have, but it can be a bit hard to train in the beginning considering its move pool. Despite this, it is one of the better flying types in the game. It evolves into its final evolutionary stage, Pidgeot, at level 36. At level 37, Pidgeot learns Wing Attack, its second strongest flying type move up to that point. Rattata is a normal type Pokemon. Its good attack and speed makes it a durable normal type. Its move pool contains several dark type moves, so it can work as a counter to psychic and ghost types. But if you want more power, there are other stronger normal types out there. Sentret is a normal type Pokemon, and somewhat similar to Rattata, but with lower speed and higher special defense. Sentret is a decent physical attacker, but if you are looking for a counter to ghost types, I would recommend Rattata over Sentret. Hoot Hoot is a dual type normal flying Pokemon. It might not look like much right now, but it gets better once it evolves into Noctowl at level 20. Despite Hoot Hoot not being a psychic type, it does have plenty of psychic type moves in its move pool. If you like this Pokemon and are in need of both a flying type and a psychic type, then Hoot Hoot is the right Pokemon for you. And now that I have my Pokeballs, it is time to catch the second member of my team. That Pokemon is going to be Pidgey. If you head through the gate to the north, you will enter Route 46. You won't get far on this route because the path is blocked by ledges, but there are 2 new Pokemon here. Spearow is a dual-type normal flying Pokémon. Compared to Pidgey, it has higher attack and speed, slightly lower defenses and a slightly better move pool. Spearow will also evolve into its final evolutionary stage much earlier than Pidgey. Geodude is a dual-type rock-ground Pokémon. It excels in both attack and defense, but it has low special defense and is therefore very vulnerable to good special attackers. There are several strong rock and ground type moves available to Geodude and its evolutions, so you can be able to make good use of it on your team. Just note that it has many weaknesses which limit its usefulness. On Route 30, there are more new Pokémon you can encounter. Caterpie is a bug-type Pokémon, which eventually evolves into Butterfree at level 10. As a Butterfree, it can learn a couple of Psychic-type attacks, which can come in handy when fighting Poison types. But bear in mind that there are better Psychic attackers out there. As for Bug-type moves for Butterfree, there isn't much to choose from. Silver Wind at level 28 and Bug Buzz at level 40 is almost all there is. Metapod is the evolved form of Caterpie, but you are much better off catching Caterpie instead. Spinarak is a dual-type bug-poison Pokémon. Most of the offensive moves you can learn are physical-based, and Spinarak has just enough attack power to put up a fight. But its rather low defenses makes it tricky to raise up to level 22, where it evolves into Ariados. Once past that point, it gets only marginally better because of Ariados' shallow move pool. We're coming back to the point where Route 30 forks. The trainers that previously blocked the left path have finished their battle, allowing you to pass. They will both challenge you to a battle when you approach them. Some trainers will offer to give you their phone number after being defeated. Sometimes they will call you to ask for a rematch. On Route 31 you can find Bellsprout. Bellsprout is a dual-type grass poison Pokémon. Unfortunately, it has a poor move pool, and the use of TMs are essential to make this Pokémon work, so consider your options before choosing this as a grass type on your team. Up ahead is the entrance to Dark Cave. Dark Cave has several entrances, and this is one of them. flash is needed to navigate the cave, so we won't go there now. This gate is the entrance to Violet City, and in the next part of the walkthrough we will explore the city.